1007 Cielita Vista Lane in Vista. Gonna start here at the front of the home, and first of all, I'd like to get rid of these rain gutters. These are definitely failing and causing more problems than any good, so these need to be trashed. The fascia, rafter tails, starter board, and blocking all look pretty darn good on this home. Looks like we do have some intake ventilation. Those are those screened off vents that we see right there in the blocking. That allows cool air up into the attic space, but then we need rooftop exhaust vents to allow the hot air out. Let's go ahead and work quickly. So a lot of times we'll have rotten fascia, rafter tails, or starter board, but all this looks pretty darn good. I'm pleasantly surprised by the condition of the wood. That will save us some money when we rip this roof off, because that is always the unknown on a roofing project. Let's go ahead and work our way up to the roof. There is reason to believe that there is approximately 4 layers on this roof. If I peel up the, or excuse me, 3 layers. If I peel up the drip edge, we can see at least another 2 layers underneath the drip edge. There's only 1 layer on top, and so that's why so sometimes it's hard to tell. If we get up here to the ridge caps, we can see that these are completely crumbling away. The mounts for this solar thermal water heating, it looks like it's just several layers of mastic around those mounting points. So when we quickly look at a roof, we can tell that there's multiple layers because the flashings are not exposed. Typically this flashing should come out between these shingle courses, and there should be a piece of metal exposed right here. When they do an overlay or add shingles over the top of the old layer, they just covered up those flashings. They didn't reflash any of the penetrations. Also, around the chimney, there's no way that's waterproof. I would expect to find some plywood damage around the chimney when we rip this roof off. Oh, look at that. Weird. They used the vent, the heat vent, for their plumbing. Obviously we're gonna do away with all that. This metal patio cover is obviously failing. It's got a big old dent, and so it's trapping all the water there. That's gonna go away completely. We could tear that down and get rid of the trash along with all the trash on the roof, and then replace that fascia that has been trimmed for this patio cover to go underneath it. If you build a new patio cover, I would suggest building off of the fascia and bringing it up just a little bit higher. As far as the leak by the window, it's really hard to say exactly where it's coming from. These shingles are very, very badly worn. They're not professionally installed, and so the water could be getting in anywhere. Could be getting in all the way at the top where the ridge caps have completely failed, and you know, it's unlikely that it's then finding its way all the way down there. Most likely it would show somewhere else, but we can see right here, sure enough, water could potentially get underneath there. Now, this roof would be leaking in several ways, several places, if it weren't for the multiple layers. This vent that's been added here has definitely not flashed properly, and actually it was never sealed. So any water that runs down this plastic pipe is getting between the metal and the plastic right there. Based on what I see up here, there's no way I would suggest any type of repair. This roof needs to be replaced, and it is well beyond its life expectancy.